Marcel. Great to meet you. I heard you chat with Sandra and your journey. You are amazing.
Oh, thank you, Vicky. It's been great to meet you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for being part of this adventure, which it is. Just want to share with you, I heard you mention that the first 20 kilos that you lost, you did it without exercise. Now,
Yes.
I'm a naturopath and personal trainer,
Yes.
and exercise is such an important aspect of our life, not only for weight management, but just for well-being.
Yes.
So how did you find that? Like, you weren't exercising, you lost the weight. So
Yes.
explain to me what actually happened in that stage.
Sure. Yeah, so I think when I first started working with Sandra and her team and getting my diet under control,
Yes.
getting used to a gluten-free diet, that was great, and the weight started coming off. And the weight started coming off without doing much about exercise. So I thought, oh, this is pretty good, this is pretty easy. But I was always conscious that I needed to start exercising for a whole lot of reasons. But I think initially the lifestyle change, I thought, I'm just going to tackle one thing at a time.
Okay.
But as my weight loss started to plateau, and I was really conscious of the fact that I did need to exercise both for my health and well-being, for my mental health and well-being as well, just to keep my anxiety at bay and feel better about myself.
Are you saying that from experience now, or really at that point you realised you reached a point where you thought, hang on, I need to look after my physical body?
Yes.
So it was that little switch that almost got turned on, that you reached a stage of your health that actually felt comfortable to move your body as well?
Absolutely. And that was the thing, like, having always been overweight, I never felt comfortable exercising.
Yes.
It always felt awkward. Just the way your body moves when you're very overweight, you feel
a lot of fear.
We feel uncomfortable and you feel a bit like you look ridiculous.
Yes.
So I was very hesitant to join a gym. I was very hesitant to sort of take up too much exercise or try running. I was really scared about running and injuring my knees or injuring my ankles or hips. So for me, it was important to start exercising, but also start exercising and work with somebody or work with a program where I wasn't going to injure myself and I wasn't going to put my body at risk, and that would help me actually feel much more comfortable in my body.
Good to hear. I mean, I think it's important to actually acknowledge the steps that's right for you, and that's what I hear each time you're speaking to Sandra. You've really checked in with what's right for you. And me, being a personal trainer, that's not about going to the gym and working yourself to extreme. It's actually understanding that there's certain functional exercises your body needs to be healthy. And yes, we look at exercise as aesthetically, how it looks in our outer physical body, but it's also how it actually helps our inner body function.
Yes.
So the fact you actually sought out someone to talk about professionally, how to move your body, that really is excellent, because too many people, when they still have a little bit of weight, they think, oh, I'll just start walking, but don't realise that maybe their alignment is not quite good and they end up injuring, maybe a knee injury or ankle injury. So actually getting someone to show you how to move correctly, even though we've been doing it all our life, to actually get someone to actually show us how to move correctly and treat us like we're actually a little 2-year-old and actually learn the basics, that is excellent.
Yes.
So when you went to your personal trainer, what did you mainly work on? Weights? What did you do?
So we started on a combination of just small weights and repetition with that, and then some cardio work, and then gradually just built up both of those over time. And I think I always felt very safe. I always felt physically very safe and sort of supervised with that and protected with that. So I never felt, even though he was encouraging me to do a bit more each time and challenging me, I never felt that I was being asked to do more than I could do, which was really great. And it also allowed me to build my confidence in my physical self, which is something I'd never had. Especially
as a woman, not to be derogatory to women, but the feeling of doing a push-up for the first time, and most women go, well, I can't do a push-up, don't make me do that. But the feeling of actually achieving that is very rewarding, and you find you've got this inner strength. Did you experience that?
Yes,
that inner strength?
Absolutely. Because even though I'd been big all my life, I actually never felt strong.
No,
and I wasn't strong, and I wasn't coordinated, and I'm
Yeah.
still not very coordinated. But it's that sense of, never in my life had I felt competent physically, that I was able to sort of do physical exercise well or that sort of thing. And so now, I'm still learning.
Absolutely.
Still very much learning, but I'm now willing to sort of try things that previously I just never thought I could do.
And that's a really important point, because so many people think I don't want to do that because I don't know how to do it.
Yes.
And so we hold back, but that's how we grow. And especially with movement, and yoga's a good example of that, because often we can't do the pose, but by little bit, by getting the brain and the body connecting, we actually learn that once again, that sense of achievement is so important. And we often feel that children are the only ones that grow, but as adults, the key to actually managing our weight long term is looking after our physical body and our lean muscle to help it grow in a healthy way. So hearing the way you're speaking and what you've learnt, because a lot of people are actually fearful of going to a personal trainer, that they're going to push them too hard.
Yes.
And so they go, I don't want to go to a personal trainer, that's too hard, or they don't want to go to the gym because it is very daunting. And I actually don't like going to the gym either, because it's a few poses there, I've been there. But we need to know we're doing that exercise correctly. So what we're going to do today is actually go through some functional exercise. Now, what I mean by functional exercise is maybe a push-up, how to do lunges and squats, and these are exercises that will keep our physical body healthy right through to our senior years, because there's basic things we have to do each day, not about aesthetics, that actually help our body function. So you're going to help me with that, which I really appreciate.
Very happy to. Looking forward to it.
Let's get on and do that.
You're
okay,
on.
Thank you.
Pleasure, Vicky.